How you doing, my good people? How you doing? Welcome back. Hey guys, how you guys doing? I hope everybody's doing all right. Listen, I was listening to this podcast earlier today, and it caught my attention about this guy misleading the public out there about the January 6th attack on the Capitol. I don't agree with his assessment of it. But listen, before I start, like, share, and subscribe. And when you subscribe and you hit that bell, please select all so you can get my latest videos and you can get notified when I post it. So anyway, with that being said, yeah, man. Listen, you know my position about, what's going on and what happened in January 6th. I don't agree with no type of violence, no type of looting or rioting or nothing like that. So it don't matter if it's from BLM, Antifa, insurrectionists, it don't matter, So anyway, but like I was saying, it's this famous podcast, man, PBD, I think that's the name of the program, of the podcast. And it was insane because they had a guest there, and he was explaining why the situation with January 6th, came about and stuff like that. He didn't agree with it, and the co-host of the show, like, he got irate a little bit, but I think it was a little bit more for show than anything else. But I'm gonna let you listen a little bit of the interview, and I'm gonna be going back and forth, in this video with you guys. And please just leave a comment below whenever this video is finished, and let's dissect this video. All right.
When you say, Steve, you lose credibility when you say 2,977 people died is less of an event than one person dying on J6.
That's not.
When you say that, you've already.
That's not. You're manipulating what I said, twisting it. What I said was January 6th was a more severe attack on the United States. September 11th had more casualties. There's a difference.
How do you measure worse? There's got to be data. You said you're a data guy. Data says one event we lost nearly 3,000 people. One event we lost one.
We lost.
The average person, they're going to say, of course, 3,000 is going to be worse.
Because I guess I'm counting the 600,000 that died in the American Civil War. And I'm counting the 405,000 that died in the Second World War. And I'm counting the 50,000 that died in the Korean War. And I'm counting the 58,000 that died in the Vietnam War. And I'm counting the acts of sacrifice that go back to 1776 that were desecrated on that day, incited by a single man who assaulted the Constitution of the United States. We were attacked by a foreign enemy on September 11th of 2001. The casualties were horrendous, as they were on December 7th of 1941. But the attack on January 6th was more severe also than the attack on Pearl Harbor.
Okay, I see that what the guy is trying to say, Steve, that's his name, the guest. I think that what he's trying to say is that, both events, there was bad, terrible, may I say. But he was trying to say that, I think, on my understanding, that September 11th, yes, it was a horrific act of terrorism. But January 6th, it was an attack on the Capitol. On a specific day, at a specific time, that they was trying to stop a functioning or a function of the government, which is vital to the freedom and the democracy of this country. So if that never would have happened, if that was to happen, and they would stop the certification of the electors on that day, it would have been like some real fucking chaos, more than what we saw on January 6th.
Well, some would call it attack, but from the videos that we saw, Steve, from Twitter and just undercover cameras, it didn't look like an attack. If
What
somebody
are you talking about?
I'm just talking about all the videos that we've seen, the undercover.
What do you mean all the videos?
All the videos on Twitter.
Well, all the videos on Twitter?
Yeah, hold on.
Are you guys going to really sit here and tell me that the attack on January 6th didn't happen? That the violence, the bludgeoning of the police officers didn't happen?
Hold on.
Because of some bullshit on Twitter?
Hold on.
Here we go. Get the out
Steve,
of here.
I'll give you Steve, I'll give you my opinion, and then you could talk. First of all,
it's not an opinion.
Hold on.
It's not an opinion. It's a bullshit conspiracy.
All right, time out. I'm not only a fucking New Yorker, I'm a veteran. For you, time out.
Yeah.
My sister's a veteran. My brother's a veteran. He's a veteran. For you to listen to me. For you to say that January 6th compared to 9/11 that's the dumbest shit I've ever heard. Hold on. Let me finish. Number one, it wasn't an attack. It looked like a guided tour. Okay, that's what it.
You're a nut.
Are you? Yeah, you ain't right. I am. It was a guided tour.
A guided tour.
You think
a guy beating the cops?
What?
With all the violence?
Who died? Who died? Ashley Babbitt, a veteran, they shot. The Capitol Police shot her ass. What is that guy getting in trouble? You're just upset because Donald Trump said, you know what? They probably cheated. You don't think he has a leg to stand on that they did it in 2016? Hillary, Russia, FBI, colluded. Are you how are we crazy?
This guy should be ashamed of himself for virtual, I just don't like this virtual signaling. You know what I'm saying? He's from New York. He's a veteran. This, that, and the other, and the third. Like, come on, man. Give me a fucking break, man. For you to sit there and grandstand on the September 11 corpses, you know what I'm saying, and talking all this shit when listen, I know for a fact when you go into the military, they drill this shit on you about the Constitution, about the abbreviation, about chain of command. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, he said, first of all, listen, he just got me crazy because he was saying about guided tour. Guided tour? How is gonna be a guided tour when there was literally fighting with the police? You know what I'm saying? Literally fighting with the Capitol Police and all the agents. Of course, the police was kind of guiding them to a location where they could, the police know the Capitol. So they wasn't trying to have them going all over the place, even though that they did, but they was trying to guide them to places where there were no members of Congress or the Senate that could be harmed, So this guy, he's just blaring out his fucking mouth. There was no fucking guided tour, and because we saw this shit in real lifetime. There was fucking breaking windows. They was talking about, man, they raised gallows in front of the Capitol. That's to hang people. When do they do that? You know what I'm saying? Where places in the United States when they was doing that? In the time of slavery, when the Ku Klux Klan was riding around crazy in the mountains of fucking whatever, West Virginia, Tennessee, and Kentucky, or some shit like that. So, come on, man. For him to be, calling this is a guided tour, he's out of his fucking mind. I mean, there was calling for to hang Mike Pence.